So this is my shower here. As you can see, you can look, here is the head shower is here, and here is the valve, and it doesn't work, and I need to replace the cartridge. This is Moen valve, and that's what I want to talk to you about it today. So if you look from close distance, you can see I already start opening here. It's a Allen key. The first thing I have to do is just to remove the handle here, okay, or the knob. I will remove it with my hand because I already used the Allen key to remove it, and you can see, okay, it's been, one second, it's been removed. Okay, so this is the first thing you need to do. You have to remove the handle. Now if you look carefully, I already opened these screws here, both of them. I already opened a little bit, so you can look at it carefully. And now I have to remove this black item here that the valve sit on it. Okay, so let me do it. Just want to show you what I have to replace, because this is very interesting to replace the cartridge, and I want to show you why it doesn't work. I just forgot to mention that you have to shut down the water from the main and bleed the water. That's the first thing you're doing when you want to replace the cartridge or any plumbing job. Really, you need to shut down the water. And here what I did, you can see here, I just put a towel paper here, that if screw fell down, it won't fall inside to the sink. Here is the sink, you see it here. Here there is a screw. It's actually a Phillips screw, and just to take it out like that against the clock. Okay, so now I think it's out. You see it's fell, but it was stopped by the towel paper. So this is the screw. You can see that's the screw that all this black plastic. You can see it's a Phillips screw. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to remove this piece. See, I'm going to just pull it. Okay, and as you can see, this is nothing but cosmetic. It's a piece of metal that you have to pull it out. So now, really, you don't need to remove it. For this kind of installation, you don't need to remove this piece of disc, which is cosmetic, but I will remove it just to show you what's going on. So and it's actually Phillips screws, very easy to remove. And that's it. Look at it from close distance. What you're seeing here, it's nothing but foam that probably the installer put, I don't know why. Okay, but here what you have, that is the cartridge, okay? And here is the clips. Okay, so in order to pull it out, you have to pull this cartridge out, because that cartridge is the problem that this shower valve does not work. So what I want to tell you is there is a small clip here, and this clip have to be removed, because this clip is what holds the cartridge here. Now if you have water, you didn't shut down the water, when you will remove it, it will fly on you with the pressure. So that's very important to close the water and bleed the water before you're removing this cartridge. So you see, I'm going to use these tools, which is a long nose plier. You can use other tools, but every tool can pull it out. So I'm going to use this one, and I'm just starting to pull it. And it's actually out, you can see. That is the clip, and that is the clip that holds this cartridge inside, and this clip have to be removed, and you have to hold it and use it at the end. So that's a very important clip, don't lose it. This is the tool I'm going to use in order to pull the cartridge out. Now it may be difficult to pull it, you have to really pull it out. If you cannot pull it with this plier or other plier, you will have to buy a tool, special tools from Home Depot or Lowe's. Okay, so let's try it. And remember, these should be up. Look at that, it should be up here. There is some kind of a bump here, should be up, okay? And I push like that, try to pull it. Okay, do you see what's happening here? There was a little bit of water that come from the head shower, okay? But that's the way it looks. Let me show you what's the problem with this cartridge. So this is the old cartridge. This is the new cartridge, okay? And I just want to show you what I did. I actually called to Moen. Okay, this is the Moen stuff. They get it from, they give me the Moen, it's 1222 Moen, okay? It's here. I actually received it from Moen for free. You can see 1222B, okay? That is the cartridge. So the cartridge have life warranty, so just remember it. And it's better to buy it from Moen than to buy it from Home Depot or Lowe's, to get it for free actually, because sometimes in Lowe's and Home Depot, they're selling you something made in China and not the original one, so just be careful. I want to show you what's wrong here. If you look here, you can see this is closed really. This is the black stuff closed. If you look here, it's going to look difficult to see it, but this is really open. Now what happened here is, if you're going to flip, okay, to move this knob, you see this knob here? You won't see any movement here. Let me show you. If I'm going to move this knob, this should be moved here. Let me show you if I'm moving it with this plier. You see, and I press it, nothing move. You can see, nothing really move here. Look at it again, nothing move. So this is the new one, and you can see here, there is a hole here, okay? It's open now. You can see, and let me see what happens if I move it. You can see it's closed and open. That's the way it should be. So that's the problem with the cartridge, with the old cartridge. So the new cartridge, you can look at it again, and you can see I'm turning it off and on. So if you can look at this old valve, you can see here, this cross, okay, and here it's in on position. This hole should be open, but it's not open, it's closed. Let's see the new one. So I turn on the flash here, and I just want to show you the new one, okay? The new one, you can see here, there is a bump here, and it goes like that. Here's the cross. That is on position, okay? So you can see, if you look carefully, you can see here a hole, okay, on position. If I take it like that and I put it like this, you can see HC up. Difficult to see, but now you probably can see it. Okay, so that's it. That is the new one. Let's see the old one. So the old one with the flash, you can see it's on position here, but it's closed. You can see it's closed. So that's a different, it should be open. So when I'm going to put it when the HC is up. You see here, it's up, that's open position. Okay, so this is when I'm going to push it in the valve, this cartridge, the HC should be up, I will show you. But now what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a little bit of oil here and here, that when I can put it inside easily, and when I want to remove it, it's going to remove easily. So that is the next step to do. Here is the oil. That is a container that contains oil that you have to put on a cartridge in order to push it and pull it easy from the valve. Okay, and that's what I'm going to do next. So here what I'm doing, I'm actually going and just putting a little bit of oil here, and put it here, and a little bit of oil here, and put it here. Okay, and that's it, really. Okay, so you see the HC here? It should be up, okay? Very important. So the cross is here. Okay, put it here inside and starting to push it with your hand. Okay, until the end, that's it. So now it's inside, but now what I have to do, I really have to put the clip in, because without the clip, if you don't going to put the clip, it will fly on you when you open the water. So let's see it from close distance how it's look like. You can see the HCs on top, okay? Here it is, this bump here. So that's the way when you push it in, okay? So this is the clip, you see? And this clip we have to push it in now. So I'm going here slowly with the clip. And it should be, so you have to play with that a little bit. Yes, it's in. So you can see here, very important, going to be until the end. You cannot even pull it out now. It's perfectly in. So actually the work is really finished with putting it. Now we're just going to install the knob, and that's going to be easy. Before I'm going to continue, what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually take it and just put it in off position. You see? So you can see the water is stopped completely now. That's very important. So now it's in on position. You can see the water is actually leaking here, a little bit of water. Now I'm going to put this disc, cosmetic disc. It's escatnon, I think. Really weird name, by the way. But there is only one way you can put it. You see, this is going to be up. There is no other way. So always the blue is in the right, and in the left is the red. So I already put it here, but you can see what I'm doing really. See, this is the screw here. Put it here. Push the screw here and start to. It's a bit tricky. Okay, that's what it's in. And this, you go here and see where is the hole. Oh, here it is. Most important to put it straight. See the way it should be like that. And you can start to screw it with your hand really. So I will use this drill here. It's very easy. Okay, you really want to attach it really tight because you don't want water to go in here. Okay. So the next step is to take this piece of metal here, remember that piece, and just push it and it's already in. And that's the way it looks from here, as you can see. And here, very easy. These two plastic that you see here, it's actually the plastic that adjusts the temperature. The temperature of the water temperature. So look at that. I put it here and you can actually go until here. I put it here and the knob can go until here. So that's the way you really adjust the temperature. So let me show you how I'm doing it in the valve. So the first thing I'm putting this plastic in, you see? It must go here, it doesn't have any choice. Put it here, and then I can put it anywhere I want, but I don't have any problem of temperature here, so I can put it here. Okay, so if I put it here, when the knob going, until here, it can go more than that. I just want to return to this adjuster. If I put it in the center, you see, you're going to have less heat, but if you put it here, more heat. And here, by far more heat. And here is really the maximum heat. So I don't have any problem with the heat water here. Okay, so I can put it like that here. Okay, but if you want less heat, if you have a problem with heat water, You can put it here or here, but you have to actually try it. I don't have any issue because my hot water is maximum 65 to 70 Celsius, so that's no problem with me. So now what left is this black called level adapter. Okay, look at that. And let me show you how I'm going to put it on the valve. There is only really one way to put it, and that's the way to put it. It's the only one way. You can see here is the hole for the screw. Okay, and that is the way to do it. Let me show you from other direction the way it's look. You can look at it from here and here. So remember, this size here is going like 45 degrees. It's 45 degrees to the right. And the screw, you see the hole for the screw, it should be here. Okay. So here, there is another hole for the screw here. This is the screw. Okay, there are two holes. One of them is in the center, one of them is in the top. Okay, so this is a Phillips screw. Just put it here and use screwdriver to attach this level adapter. I just let you know that I tied it more with my hand until I quite tied it. So you have to hold it with one hand and then tight it with this screw. I couldn't show you with my camera because my camera is in my hand, but let me try to show you what I did. So what I'm doing really, I'm holding it with my hand and then tied it. That's the way I did it. So this is the way the mechanism works. So I just want to show you. I already opened the water, so let me show you what's going on. You see this is a black interface adapter for the leveler here. And here is the adjust temperature, the white plastic here. Now if I'm going to move it, you can see the water starts pouring here. And I'm going to go until the end. You see it stop here. If I'm going to go here, and I move this adjustable temperature toward here, it doesn't going to move, it's going to be less hot water. So that's what I want to show you. I'm closing the water. So here the handle, and the handle is only one way to put it, like this. And there is a screw, that is an Allen screw. So I'll just put it here with my hand, and very soon I'm going to get an Allen key to close it tight. So here is the Allen key. It's in my hand, you can see it here. And that is 7 divided by 64. Okay, and I'm going to take it and just tie the screw. So I put the handle in off position here. I turn on the water, and I just want to show you what's going on. I'm going to flip it, and you can see first water is cold, and this is the hot. Okay, and here I close it. So that's it, very easy, everybody can do it, and you can do it yourself.